Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everyone. So really quickly, in case you're new here, welcome. My name is Claudia and I am the proud owner of Pinks, Tees, and Things. And so today you're joining me over in my direct-to-film room where we are running transfers, and even more transfers. Gotta make sure my printers are going here. So we're gonna get this other one behind me going, but I wanted to pop in as I'm printing. So if you have any questions, if you're interested in how the whole direct-to-film process works, here is your opportunity to ask questions. Hey Jacqueline, how are you? And then lastly, the last little bit of information is that I have challenged myself to go live for the next 100 days on every platform. So that's YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. And today is day 14. Hey Mika, how are you? So we have our printers kind of going here. That one there. Got my camera set up because I also am taking TikTok footage as we're doing this. Hey Simo, how are you? So we're gonna get that one up and running, and next we will print. This one's going, we're gonna get this one going next. We're gonna try our hand at, I hope everyone's having an amazing day. Let's see here. Good day, everyone. Guess what? Found another $4,800 for $100. I love that. Congratulations. Hey, Erica, how are you? Let me see if I missed anyone. Okay, making sure I didn't miss any comments. I hope you all are doing well today. So as you can see, bring you down some, we are just printing out orders. Printing. And now we're going to open here. And the next image is, I hope you guys are off to an amazing start. Now it's 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And for those of you that are on the East Coast, let's see, let's get this size correctly. But we have a lot of orders that we're filling today. So I said, okay, I'm gonna pop on. So if I happen to miss your question, I will come back and take a look as I'm working. Let's see, do I like it that size? Let's try an 11. Oh yeah, I like it that size. There we go. And she ordered 2 of those. Oh man, so 2 4,800. That is amazing. That's amazing. You're well on your way. This is one of the transfers that just came off. That is amazing. You're gonna be able to print those transfers out if you're doing your, I don't know, are you doing this for t-shirts or transfers? Or are you doing both with direct-to-film? That is so cool. I'm telling you, you can save so much money when you actually convert your own printer. It is a huge savings. Hey Kenya, how are you? Both. Okay, so you're going to be well on your way. You're going to be cranking those transfers and those t-shirt transfers out. Do you put anything behind your transfers when you ship them? Do you help troubleshoot in your one-on-ones? I do help with troubleshooting. I do not ship my transfers with anything in between them. I ship them with a ton of silica packs. And so that's been working. And so far, so if anything changes, just because we're moving into those warmer months, I'm paying attention to everything. And so if needed, I definitely will start including sheets in between my transfers. But right now, the silica packs have been working. Okay, good. So that one's printing. Let me see, what are we printing here? The dope transfer is printed here. Hustle is here. So we have 4 of those. Let's make sure that it actually sent all 4 prints. Copy 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we need 1 more going there with the paper cut. And I'm gonna do, let's see. Oh no, it only sent 1. Okay, so we need 1 more of those. Also, hey DTC Queen, how are you? I give, okay, so Baby Giant Services said I give all the credit to hubby when it comes down to the real technical part of getting them going. Listen, that's okay. I just say it's a team effort. So, so absolutely. My husband, he's really handy. And so he's been really helpful when it comes to like transfers. And if I have a question, we typically can kind of put our heads together and figure it out. But I love that. It's a team effort, right? It is a team effort. So let's set one more of this transfer. So now I'm just applying the adhesive powder. And then, yes, on my one-to-ones, we can talk about whatever it is you want to talk about as it pertains to direct-to-film, whether it's troubleshooting an issue. I can't stand the excess powder on my transfers. So sometimes if I walk away, it helps me remove that extra adhesive powder. Okay, we're still printing over there. Great. But yeah, we can talk about whatever you're interested in. If it's how to, hey Craftable, how are you? So let's see. So we have that going there. So let's make sure we have the number of prints we need. We have one off the dryer, 3 more in the queue, so that's good. And then for this one, I'm gonna send one more of this transfer to that printer. There we go. And we're gonna send, this is Juneteenth, so let's get this over here. Wow, a lot of orders for Juneteenth came in really close to the 19th. I'm like, let's make sure we get these out. Okay, so now here we need one more of those to print there. Great. All right. All right. So yes, so today is day 14 of my 100-day challenge. I'm so excited. I've been just brimming with ideas of things that I kind of want to do. Yesterday we had an amazing live over on TikTok. So that was fun. So I'm trying to bring something different every day. But, of course, I am in this directed film room quite often. So that will be typically a part of my lives. But I'm trying to mix it up. So like some days I may be printing. Like today we had a lot to get out the door. And so, yeah, we're here and we're printing. As long as you guys are okay with that, that's what I'm doing. And then, of course, packing and things of that nature. So I'm trying to switch it up. But so far, so good. I've been enjoying this a lot. Let's see. Alrighty. So I have to pay attention to these printers because, listen, they wait until you turn your back and then they'll be like, you know what, I'm gonna actually stop feeding the film through. How about that? Especially this one closest to me. It's so funny. Okay, so that one's up and going. So yeah, so this is day 14. I still have to complete my lives over on Instagram and TikTok, but I'm thinking I'll probably do those a little bit later in the day. But I think it was Maxine. I think I have that right. If I do, let me know. If I don't, if I get your name mixed up, please just let me know in the comments. But Maxine, yesterday I showed you how to load the paper. And so I got your message saying that that was helpful. And I'm glad it was. It's really a simple process on these printers. I don't know. I love the wide format. So you guys, I might be a little biased, but I just feel like they're so easy to work with. They look really large and kind of intimidating, but really, they're not. They're really not that bad. They're like gentle giants. When you leave your print head over the cloth or towel that has cleaning solution, is it a towel that you use or just paper towel? So for me, it's paper towel because typically what I do is I'll do, if when I go underneath and I kind of do that shoe shine method, if it comes back with a lot of ink, which some days it does, I'll continue to just re-soak paper towels and go underneath that print head. I like paper towels. But here's the thing, when you're using paper towels, you have to also be really careful. You don't want to accidentally snag the paper towel and then get particles of paper towel caught underneath your print head. So just keep that in mind. But there are some out there that use actual towels. I just don't. I don't do that. Hey Latasha, how are you? That's just not my practice. But if you're going to use a paper towel, that's my word of caution. Is just ensure that you have some nice clean tears on that paper towel so that you don't get anything stuck underneath your print head, because that can cause problems with the print head actually being able to layer that ink properly. And you're like, I don't know what's going on. It's probably paper towel fibers. So there's certain paper towels I do not use. Hey Sharita, how are you? Good afternoon. There are certain paper towels that I absolutely just don't use. One of which is, what is that one brand? Oh gosh, it leaves, any paper towel that you use that leaves a lot of like lint or fibers behind, don't use those to actually clean underneath your print heads. I would not advise that at all, because if it leaves fibers when you're just wiping down a surface, it's probably going to leave fibers underneath your print head as well. So this is like a knockout design that we offer on the website as well. So that's number 2. Now, you see, this is the multitasking. Now we're getting a clip for TikTok. And because I have it on time lapse, you have to, don't do like me and just pull it off quickly like you're recording regularly. On time lapse, you kind of have to give it at least 15 seconds to capture the image. Big mistake I made several times, and I was like, oh, that didn't come out the way I wanted it to. That looks really good. And say hello to YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
Okay, I might have to actually make the bottom snap blue. How's it going out there?
They left.
Oh, they're done?
No, they left. They'll get back. They gotta go to Home Depot.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you'll remember, but we gotta remember 2684 and 2688 are going to the same person.
84 and 88, same person. Okay.
So that way we can link them together.
Okay, that's fine. 26, 84, and 88. Yeah, I can remember that.
I wrote it on the worksheet.
Oh, okay. I hadn't noticed that. What's the name? Oh, okay. I know that name. Oh. Today? Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll do those probably. I'll get to my emails probably after pickup. This one here. So I think I need to. Oh, you want this one?
This one right there, probably.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, we weren't using it the last time, remember?
Yeah.
Oh, got it. Okay. Thank you, honey. Let's see. They say microfiber towels, but I'm too afraid. I just use paper towel. That's what I do. I don't know. Just because that space underneath there is really kind of tight, and I'm just afraid that if it's too thick, like even sometimes if you accidentally kind of go underneath your print head, let's say you try and put your fingers underneath there as you're trying to clean that print head, I just don't advise it, because if you accidentally like knock your print head out of alignment, I don't know, it just makes me nervous. And so I try and just take my time and just be gentle when you're cleaning underneath. But yeah, I'm kind of like you, microfiber, I'm not sure, so I kind of steer away from it. How do you have your ink cartridges set up in the 7890? So that's actually, you can kind of see a little bit of that in my, let me see, the live that I did where I was talking about maintenance. But I do have 4 white channels, so I can tell you all the different colors. I have cyan, your regular magenta, yellow. I have matte. There's 2 black channels, one of which I don't really use, but of course you have to have some ink in that cartridge just in case if the printer decides to, for whatever reason, pull ink from it. But there's a cyan, a magenta, a yellow, 2 black channels, one of which is photo black, the other is matte black, and then of course I have 4 white channels of ink. It must be like static over there, because the minute I walk away, I notice it pops off really easily. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Hey Barb, how are you? Hey Billy. Hey Latosha, do you have a website to order DTF? I do. It's actually the same name as here on YouTube. It's www.pinksteesandthings.com. And hold on, I saw one other one. Okay. Awesome. Where did you put your whites? So my whites, I have one chamber that's actually on, well, my left-hand side of the printer, and that's a light cyan, and then I have white in the LK, the LLK, and the LC. So that's, I mean, the VLM, excuse me. Very light magenta, light black, and light cyan are all white chambers, white channels in my printers. All right, so that is, okay, I'm gonna send this one. And my apologies, we have a lot of orders to get out, so I may not be looking at the screen as often, but I will come in. I have another set of prints to send out, so we'll get that going. I feel like nursing really prepared me for this DTF life. I get up a transfer like no other, okay? Maxine, if you happen to be catching this on the replay, I hope you're doing very well. Maxine is a fellow registered nurse as well, I believe, in PACU, if I'm not mistaken. I see you in PACU. Hey, Billy, what are you doing dipping the print outs? Oh, okay, so Billy, now I have a little bit more of a detail live on the channel where I'm showing the different stations, but typically with this directive film, when it actually comes out of the printer, it's wet. Once I grab the film from there, I then take it over to my station over in the corner where I apply the adhesive powder. Let's see, we're gonna close this one and I'm going to open it here. Open, perfect. And then we're gonna do 11. Oh no, there we go. Right there, print. Alrighty, so we'll send those to, hold on guys, sorry about that, I'm trying to see around you here. How to protect my lungs? I suggest that if you, number one, you need to really kind of think about, is it worth you getting into? However, there are a lot of protective masks. We have some here in the office. I also have a filter that's capable of not only removing the vapor. So when you're talking about lung issues, I really want you to think long and hard about that. But we do have a filter. It's rather large and it's capable of removing the vapor that comes off of my transfers as they're curing, and it also removes small particles. And so those small particles for me are the adhesive powder, okay? Because they can be suspended in the air. However, I will say do your full research and really kind of weigh the pros and cons, because there are some things that are just not worth risking. And so if you're already having lung issues, that's just my advice. You know, that's just my advice. Okay, so I got those two up and going. And then, let's see, I can send this one here. see, which one do they want? This one. Open. This is a youth size, so we're going to take that down to, let's see it at 7.5. Let's do 7.5 on this one. That is so cute. I'm going to flip it. We're going to print. There we go. And so that must be number 3. Let's see. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Awesome. We have 4, and then that one should be going. On this one, we're going to open up here. It's another youth, so we're going to make that 7 inches wide. That's 1. Okay. And then I'll print it over here also. So I'm multitasking and also taking TikTok footage as I go. Okay. So let's see, did it send this print? Copy 1. Okay. Let's send this one. Okay, so we'll go with the change. No, we're going to send that to copy 1. How many? Just 1. Okay, let's see. Did I miss anything? Where can you purchase those printers? So it depends on if you're looking to purchase a printer in the that's already kind of converted in the state where it's ready to run direct to film. You can purchase that way. How many prints am I doing an hour? Okay, I'll get to that. But you can either purchase pre-converted or you can purchase your printers and then convert them yourselves. So it really just kind of depends on what method you're trying to follow here. And I'm just going to tell you right off the bat, it's so much easier. So much easier to convert these larger formats. Typically when you convert, you save a lot of money as well. When you print from CatLink to set your printer to white garment, 100% white, or do you modify the underbase? It depends on what color garment they're being placed on. And so for me, if I know that it's a darker garment, to help increase the vibrancy behind that image, you want to lay a little bit more white. But then here's the consequence of using more white is that typically that results in, especially if it's a solid print, now words are not so bad, but it does give you a thicker transfer, which means when you press it on the shirt, it does have the potential to feel heavier. So that's one of the reasons why I often, if you are placing an image that has black in it already, if you're placing it on a black tee, I typically advise you to knock the black out, so that way if you remove the black from your artwork and just use the black of your t-shirt, it's less ink, and so it's not going to feel as heavy. So there's like little tricks to kind of get around it, but that's really how I adjust it as I go. Yes, I have all of my printers connected to one computer, and they're all running off of the same Acro Rip. Oh yeah, that was great. Ready. Alrighty, so we got, did I get all of the images for this one? Let me see. Let's see. Hey Vivian, how are you? Oh, I need a 4th of July print as well. So we'll run that here. In a second. So hopefully that answers your question, Barb. Okay, I'm so struggling and need advice. Hey, Megan, what's going on? No problems, Billy. Let's see. Okay, what do you need advice with? Let's see, we're going to do this image here. May I ask where you're getting your orders? So I am on social media. I'm everywhere. I'm on YouTube. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Facebook. And so I started with TikTok, though, to answer your question. That is really where I started. I started DTF last year. Around August is when I purchased my first printer, which was an Epson P800. And yeah, I've been going ever since. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's a cute one. 4th of July. How many? 3 of those. Okay. So we'll send 3. Over here. We're going to do that. But that's how I do it, honestly. Doing good. Keeping cool in this 95-degree weather. Absolutely. Megan. Oh, there's Megan. I'm a vinyl t-shirt iron-on business. Okay, but I'm wanting to move to DTF. Okay, let's see. Maybe just 5 to 20 shirts a week outside of vendor sales. So you're now looking to kind of move into direct to film. 5 to 20 shirts. Well, you can definitely start with one of the, I would say like an entry-level printer is, we're going to see that 7890. An entry-level, good entry-level is like an L1800. But here's the thing. There's a lot of maintenance that goes into direct-to-film. Hey, Samuel. There's a lot of things that you really need to consider when you're thinking about kind of taking that leap into direct-to-film. One of which is how many t-shirts are you doing? So you're saying about 5 to 20. As long as you can keep that printer running every single day, you can definitely do it. But if you're not doing enough to kind of keep your printer running and you're not maintaining it, you're not okay with keeping up with the maintenance, I don't suggest it. But it definitely is a way to grow your business with multicolor prints. It definitely is. So let's see, we're gonna send that there. And we're gonna do 3. Yeah, there's definitely a way. But the L1800, it's a more desktop style printer. And so it is, I would say, it's a great entry level, right? It's a great entry level printer. And the cool thing about it is if you can find one and convert it yourself, you actually can end up saving quite a bit, or you can purchase them pre-converted. But just know you really have to keep up your maintenance on those, on your printers that are more desktop style. Like, of course I have to keep up with my maintenance on this one, but I just feel like the maintenance is it definitely is, it's so needed, and you really have to stay on top of it with those desktop style printers. Alrighty, which one is printing now? Over here. These are my little TikTok hacks. So if you're on TikTok, I love filming time-lapse footage. Which, by the way, if you're just starting out or you're looking for a way to grow, of course, you can do all the social medias. They're free, right? But TikTok, for me, I feel like it's such a dynamic space. It's really easy to get views on your videos once you kind of figure out who you're talking to. And you definitely can grow your email list. Okay, let's start our time lapse. The printer caught me. There we go. Okay, Megan, yeah, TikTok is amazing, but hopefully I answered your question. The only thing that I just kind of say is also think about where your business, where you're trying to scale to. And so look at some of the videos that are here available on YouTube about the L1800. Pay attention to how long it's taking to print, let's say, just one transfer that you need to press, right? You really want to kind of take a look at those things. Speed is kind of the name of the game when you're really looking to scale, which is how I've kind of ended up with multiple printers, was because I was trying to increase my speed of processing transfers. So hopefully I answered. If not, feel free to send me a message. Yes, L1800. Yes, Sharita. Yes, yes, yes. So looking at what you're producing a week, and also consider how you're planning on scaling, right? You can definitely go as large as you want to, right? As large as your budget will allow. However, if you're doing about 5 to 20 prints, how much do you kind of want to grow this thing, right? Because 5 to 20 prints you can definitely do on an L1800, but now when you, let's say you have a TikTok that goes viral. Thank you, Sharita. I appreciate that. Let's say you have a TikTok that goes viral and now you have 150 orders in your queue. That L1800 is no longer going to really be able to keep up with that demand, just because of the time that it takes to actually print one transfer. So at that point you're thinking, okay, I need to kind of bump this up to something that can actually produce, transfers a lot faster for you to press on your t-shirts. So, keep that in mind. But like I said, if you have any other questions, feel free to message me. That was one of the reasons why I ended up upgrading. Even when I went from the P800 to the 7880, that was definitely because, guys, I couldn't keep up with the demand. However, once I made that jump from the P800 to the 7880, I definitely saw okay, this is working. This is working for me. But as my orders continued to grow, I knew that I needed something a little bit faster. But in addition to that, I needed more than one. Yeah, it's definitely one of those things for sure. Okay, absolutely. So we have ordered a DTF printer. I want to follow you. We need to learn as much as possible in about 3 more weeks. Absolutely. I talk about direct to film on all my platforms. So TikTok, I'm here on YouTube, and also over on Instagram. Sometimes I share a little bit more of the behind the scenes and short form content over on TikTok and Instagram. But for those long formats, for lives, I'm here over on YouTube for sure. So hopefully, you know, and like I said, there's so many people out here that are posting about these printers. If you type in the model number, you can find, you know, how to maintain your printer and things of that nature. So hopefully I'm able to help. Let's see. Hold on. I think I missed part of that. So Megan, you can definitely purchase an L1800 that is pretty much ready to go. Let me make sure my 3 prints are over here. And it's, you know, already been converted for direct to film. You can definitely do that. You can also kind of look around. So on like Facebook Marketplace, in your local area, your offer ups, things of that nature, if you're looking to purchase just the printer and then convert it yourself, but also educate yourself on what you need to be looking for in those printers. So if they say the print head may be clogged, you want to know what is the price, because 9 times out of 10 it probably is, but depending on how long it's been sitting, it may be actually clogged and may need to be replaced. So what's the cost? What will that cost look like to you? So make sure you educate yourself before you just go out and buy a printer. You actually know what to look for so that you don't end up with just, you know, a paperweight. You know, that's what I would suggest. I mint your prints, no problem. Follow on TikTok and YouTube. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. So for those of you that are just joining, I have challenged myself to start going live for the next 100 days on all the platforms. So TikTok, Instagram, and over here on YouTube. And this is day 14. So we're going strong. We are going strong. Alrighty, so now I'm just applying the adhesive powder. Oh, that was my alarm that just went off, huh? Hello. I have a call at noon, so I will probably be popping off here in the next couple of minutes, because I do have a phone call at noon that I need to make with the customers. So I may be popping off here. Hopefully you guys can hear me. But I do offer one-on-ones if it's something that's a little bit more in-depth, that maybe you want to spend some dedicated time on getting answered and things of that nature. However, I'm available. So if it's a quick question, send me a message. I don't mind at all. But I will check in with you guys tomorrow. If you happen to be catching this on the replay, thank you for joining me for day 14 of my 100-day challenge. Thank you guys so much. Sharita, listen, we've all been there, right? Like, we all have started from somewhere. It's just important to get started. So if you happen to be catching this on a replay, thank you so much for joining us for day 14. And I will see all of you tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Hey, Nicole. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow.